James H. Groves faculty and staff, graduating class of 2025, family members and friends, welcome to the 61st Commencement exercise for the Sussex Center of the James H. Groves Adult High School. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Sussex Tech High School Coast Guard JROTC program and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Color guard, hope, left, face, breathe, set, colors.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Colors. Ready, go. Right, face. Forward, march.
You may be seated. I am Kelly Whaley and proud to say I have the privilege of serving as the Director of Adult Education for the Sussex County Vocational Technical School District and as Principal for the Sussex Center of the James H. Groves Adult High School. Congratulations, graduates. Look around you. Isn't this awesome? All of these people have to come to share and celebrate you. They're celebrating you reaching this very important life milestone and to also honor all the effort and sacrifices you have made in achieving this goal. When I think of this class, the word perseverance comes to mind. You've had so many barriers along your educational journey, but you pushed on. You stayed the course, you persevered, you succeeded. You have balanced working full-time, families, and schoolwork. Some of you moved to a new country and had to learn a new language. Some of you are the first person in your family to graduate from high school. And for some of you, coming to school was so important that when you didn't have a ride, you paid for an Uber to get you to class. I could go on. Each of you has a story, stories that should make you very proud of where you are today. You never gave up. Graduates, you have also told me that the accomplishments we are here to celebrate tonight could not have been possible without the help and support that you have received in your journey from your family members and friends. This may have been a simple pat on the back as you received a good report card, or as involved as watching children as you attended class or giving you a ride. Graduates, please rise and look into the audience and applaud those people who were there to support you while you were in school. Okay, you may be seated. To our faculty and staff, our James H. Groves students are blessed to have such a hard-working, caring group of professional teachers, counselors, paraprofessionals, secretaries, and administrators. Graduates have told me that what they like best about our staff is that the staff never gives up on their students. from relentless phone calling, emails, texts, to efforts in explaining course content in numerous ways to ensure student success are just a few common practices to keep our students engaged and moving forward. Faculty and staff, please rise. Graduates and guests, please join me in recognizing this outstanding group of professionals. Now I would like to introduce our distinguished platform guests. As each student's success depends on the support and dedication of family, friends, and staff, it's just as important for our school to have the full support of local and statewide leaders. I'm happy to say that we have the support of those leaders who honor us tonight as our distinguished guests. I would ask that you hold your applause until I've introduced all persons. On stage, we have from the Sussex County Vocational Technical School District, our Superintendent, Dr. Kevin Carson, Dr. Matthew Donovan, Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Mr. John Balger, Principal of Sussex Tech High School, Mr. Gary Brittingham, our School Board President, Mr. Marcel Hayes, our School Board Member, and from the Department of Education, we have Mrs. Maureen Whalen, who is the Director of Adult and Prison Education, Dr. Daryl Miller, the Ed Associate for Adult and Prison Education. From Sussex Tech Adult Education, we have Mrs. Donna Smith, the Groves Coordinator and Counselor, Mrs. Kim Banks, Counselor and our GED and ESL Coordinator. And finally on stage tonight, we have Mrs. Rosemary Everton, James H. Groves class of 1972, and our guest speaker for the evening. On the front row, we have Mrs. Shantae Harmon. She's the team leader for the Organization of Adult Alumni and Students in Service, or as we like to call them, OASIS. And we also have Mr. Jack Hassman, who is one of our coordinators, and Mr. Dan Cook, who is a scholarship presenter tonight. I would also like to recognize and thank others within the Sussex County Vocational Technical School District who have helped make this evening possible. The custodial staff for setting up the gym for us, TJ Dukes for recording tonight's graduation. It will be uploaded to our YouTube channel so that you can share that with your friends and family that were not able to be here tonight. Hilltop Photography, who's taking pictures for us this evening. Thank you all for your contribution to our graduation ceremony. At this time, I'd like to invite Sussex County Vocational Technical School District Superintendent Dr. Kevin Carson to come forward. We are appreciative of his support of adult education and look forward to hearing his congratulatory remarks.
Good evening, everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause. This is an outstanding evening and event. Graduations are always a great time, and it's a great time for everyone. Certainly the folks that we're going to shake hands with in a few moments, and we're looking forward to that. But each of you have a reward coming tonight because a milestone is being reached. What I would say to the graduates and to everyone, I would hope that this is not the end. I would hope that this is the beginning. I would hope that you would take the opportunities that you've been given and to take them and to move forward and to continue to do the very best. We're proud as a school district to be able to have this program, to offer the initiative and the program, and to the staff of this vocational technical school district and the adult education team. You need to know that I think you have the absolute best staff in the state of Delaware working with you that helped you get here tonight. And so I want to say congratulations and thank you to everyone who helped our graduates get here tonight. On behalf of our Board of Education, two of whom were introduced and our staff, and we received communications from members of the General Assembly. They're in session right now, but I can tell you, Mrs. Whaley is correct, that the Delaware General Assembly stands behind adult education and certainly the James H. Groves program. So congratulations, Godspeed to you on your journey. Looking forward to seeing you shortly. Take care.
Thank you, Dr. Carson. Now I would like to ask Maureen Whalen, Director of Adult and Prison Education, to offer her congratulatory remarks to our graduates. Mrs. Whalen.
I have to say that, at least for all of the Groves graduations that I've been at so far this year, this is the largest one, and the most enthusiastic one, and the one that's the most full of energy that we've seen so far. So thanks, guys, for showing up. It is my pleasure to bring you congratulations from the Delaware Department of Education, from our Secretary of Education, who is Cindy Martin, and from our Associate Secretary of Education, who is Adam Schott. Now, tonight we're here, obviously, to honor all of the graduates. The really exciting thing about a Groves graduation is that every graduate, regardless of who they are, or from any of the 7 graduations that we have statewide, got to tonight through their own unique journey. And regardless of whatever it is that got them to tonight and coming into Groves, they all have one commonality. Before they hit Groves, they had skills and they had talents. Once they came into Groves, they found new skills and new talents, and tonight, the difference is that they're getting a diploma that will testify to the fact that they have all of those skills and diploma. And with that diploma, many new opportunities are going to be opened up to you that, regardless of what you had before, wouldn't have been open because you needed that educational credential. Now, as everybody has said before, there's a lot of people who helped us get here today. So let me just say hello to or thanks rather, to the families, to the friends, and to the neighbors who have showed up here tonight. Your presence here tonight and your support of these graduates testifies to what the value of an education is. It has often been said that education is the great equalizer. It's also a community affair. So thank you guys for showing up today and for helping these graduates through all the times that they came to classes. We also want to say thank you to the governor and to the legislature for funding adult education and the James H. Groves Adult High School, because they believe in second chances, because they believe in all the skills and the talents that these graduates are going to be bringing to their communities, to their families, and to their workplaces. We also want to say thank you, obviously, all right, to the Sussex Tech School Board and to the Sussex Tech District under the supervision of Dr. Carson. And I know they get sick of me saying this, but out of 19 school districts, only 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, were willing to host a James H. Groves Adult High School. So thank you very, very much for your belief. And you can never say enough times thank you to the staff for all of your support of these graduates when you believed in them, when maybe they just had a little tough time trying to believe in themselves. So thank you guys for everything it is that you do. You know, there was a senator that once ended up saying, you know, Your attitude makes all the difference. Attitude can change a barrier into a blessing, an obstacle into an opportunity, or a stumbling block into a stepping stone. Now, each of these graduates can show you a diploma. They can show you a transcript that have all the scores on it. But you know what that Groves diploma isn't going to show? What it's not going to show is all of those character traits that they demonstrated in coming to Groves. Every one of these folks was willing to take the risk and to come back to school. Now, let me ask you, how many people like doing homework? Put up your hand. Okay. How many people like taking tests? Put up your hand. Okay. This I always get a good answer to. How many people like writing research papers? And yet, that's what each one of these folks was willing to do. They were willing to come back and to do all of that stuff because they wanted to change that barrier into a blessing. And when they came back to school and they admitted that they put their foot into a Groves classroom, they ended up saying, you know what? I want to be able to control my own future. I don't want somebody else to tell me what to do, and I'm going to have the skills and the credentials to go where I want to go. So what they ended up doing was changing an obstacle into an opportunity. And as we've said before, we hope tonight isn't the end of it. Whether you go on to apprenticeships or other vocational training, whether you go on for an associate's or a bachelor's, or you take classes or some kind of offerings that your employers ask, tonight shows that you're a lifelong learner. And what employers know, and gosh, what everybody in this room knows, is that we have to learn new skills as we go forward. Some of them will be easy, some of them won't be easy. And yet, we still have to do it. And you've all proved that you can. So, what I'd like to be able to say again from the department is congratulations. You are definitely a group who can control your own future, who know what your opportunities are, and for you, the best is yet to come. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Maureen, for your words of encouragement. It is now my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Mrs. Rosemary Everton, James H. Groves Class of 1972. Rosemary Everton is president and co-founder of Mid-Atlantic Services A-Team Corporation, a janitorial contracting company that was incorporated over 40 years ago. She has been involved with day-to-day operations since the beginning of the company, which now employs over 200 people and has accrued over $68 million in lifetime sales. Rosemary believes that communication is the key to meeting customers and facilities' expectations. Rosemary is recorded in the National Archives in Washington, D.C. for being recognized by President of the United States, George H.W. Bush, in 1991 for her accomplishments as an entrepreneur and student. She is also an advocate for education and the co-founder of OASIS, our organization of adult alumni and students of service in Delaware. She has received several merit awards for her voluntary services to promote adult education. For example, in 1993, she was appointed by Delaware Lieutenant Governor Ruth Ann Minner to serve on the State Review Panel for Delaware Outstanding Adult and Family Literacy Achievement and Service Awards. Rosemary has an associate's degree in accounting from Del Tech, and she graduated with honors. Also, she is a member of Phi Theta Kappa Society. She and her husband of 56 years have 4 children, 12 grandchildren, and raised their 2 nephews. Church and family have played an important role in Rosemary's life. Horseback riding, scuba diving, and travel are things that she enjoys in her spare time. Please welcome Rosemary Everton.
Thank you, Kelly. They took me off the shelf, dusted me off, and hopefully for me to be able to give some words of wisdom and encouragement for you tonight. It is my pleasure to welcome students, faculty, families, and friends to the graduation ceremony. Please bear with me. A little nervous up here. It's been a long time. It's been 20 years since I've done any public speaking, so bear with me. All of you sitting here tonight have made an impact, all of you, have made an impact on the graduates. I was a past graduate of Groves over 50 years ago, so tonight I would like to share with you what I've learned along the way. You can't imagine the unimaginable. I read somewhere, you can't imagine the unimaginable. And I thought to myself, how can that be right? I'm thinking, you can always imagine. How can you not imagine? So how can that be true? But think about it. If it is unimaginable, there is no way you can imagine it. Yet, we as humans do the unimaginable every day. Did your grandparents or your great-grandparents think that you could hold a device in your hand and talk to people in real time across the world? Or that we could look up and watch how to do brain surgery on this little device? This device answers all our questions, but it's not the answer on how we can provide for our future. We can have answers in seconds, but to build a future, it takes time and effort. Even though the internet is filled with all the things that we once thought unimaginable, it is not the answer to our future. Only you can do that, not the internet. That cell phone is not going to pay your bills or provide you a warm place to live. In fact, that cell phone and internet service is going to be one of the things that hold you back. It's going to be just another bill to pay. So we should focus on what we do imagine, and not what we don't. So where do you imagine yourself next? Don't worry about how you're going to do the things you want to, but how are you going to make them happen? Make a plan, set goals. I started with a simple plan, making sure my family had money for food, housing, and clothing, and maybe even be able to afford a car. My husband was laid off and out of work. I was not working at the time because it was cheaper for me to stay home than it was to pay for, to get a job just making minimum wage and pay for daycare. We just couldn't afford it. So there we were, both of us not working. We could have gotten state help, but I'm afraid our pride wouldn't let us. But my husband did take unemployment since he was laid off. So we only had 6 months to get something going. So we started talking to people and asking if they needed their house cleaned. So a few months later, when school was out and our eldest daughter could babysit the other 2 children, we started cleaning houses. That summer, we had taken on enough houses so by the time school started, the unemployment had ended, and we were able to afford a daycare at that time. So the other children were in school, and we put the youngest one in daycare. We set our work schedules to go with the school hours so that we were able to be home with the children. So enough about me. How can you make your future better? Just start with a simple plan. Where do you see yourself? Do you want to be a welder, a carpenter, a scientist, a hairdresser, or do you want to be a mechanic and have your own shop? All this is possible, but it will take time and effort on your part. It will not happen overnight, and it will not be easy, and there will be rejections along the way. But don't stop trying. With me, I worked full-time, making minimum wage, while I went to school at night, here at Groves. A few years later, while our company was still growing, I went back to school to get a degree in accounting. But you may ask yourself, why did she need to go back to school to get a degree for just cleaning? I needed to know more uses of English, mathematics, and computers. Cleaning requires reading and comprehension. We have cleaning contracts that are pages and pages of requirements that requires much understanding. Have you ever looked at the label on all-purpose cleaner or the warnings on the label? Have you ever read a contract to buy a car or to buy a house? You must be able to understand what is expected of you. Why would I need math? I used to hear so many people say, I don't know why I need geometry or algebra. Well, those tools I use every day. I measure buildings and fill in areas to be able to calculate how much we are cleaning. And then we must be proficient in Excel to be able to make spreadsheets on the buildings that we clean. So why a degree in accounting? The business wasn't doing as well as I'd like it to do, so I wanted to know more about how we account for the monies that are coming in and going out. I needed to know how to budget, cost accounting. All those tools helped me to take a cleaning company from cleaning houses to 14-story buildings. Some of you have finished high school tonight just to say, I have finally done it. For whatever reason, life has not allowed you to achieve that goal until now. Well, tonight you can be proud to say, I have done it. You can even go on to continue your education if you want. Some of you could not finish high school because the classroom structure wasn't for you. So you took the steps to get your degree and you've done it. You should all be proud of yourselves and now continue what you have started. I want to wish you all good luck and in the future, and don't stop now. There are opportunities out there. Even if you start at ground level making minimum wage, you will never get ahead if you don't try. Good luck and good evening. And I'm going to let you know I have a book coming out in the fall if you want to know more about my life. The title is Made in America, M-A-I-D, and will be available on Amazon in the fall. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosemary. You are an inspiration, and we appreciate your words of encouragement to imagine where we want to be. We have two student speakers tonight. Now I'm happy to introduce the first one. Is Mr. Tyree Nichols.
Hello, my name is Tyree Nichols. The high school I attended was Woodbridge Junior Senior High School. I made the 12th grade, but I wanted to quote unquote have fun. That summer I failed school, needed a half a credit with a kid on the way. I decided to drop out and go to work and take care of my kid. I was already working and making money, and that made more sense to me. I had a good job. I bought my first home at the age of 24. Everything was looking kind of smooth selling. So I decided to try and go back to school, and they told me I needed 5 classes because they had new maths and a whole bunch of other new classes and stuff. I was done listening when they said 5 classes and decided not to attend. Skipped it now. I have a little brother, nephew, nieces, kids, and they're still in school, and my oldest graduated 2 years ago. Thinking about how the world is going and what I want to them and what I want them to think of me, because I see myself as a role model to them. I want them to know there is more than a 9 to 5 and selling drugs to make money. Through my experiences, You can always tell someone something that you are not. You can always tell someone something that you are not already doing yourself, and it's like you are just releasing hot air. One day I was at work thinking about something I heard my little brother said, and I signed up for Sussex Tech education and said that I would do whatever it would take to get my high school diploma or GED. I do not want the youth to look at me and I tell my story and I have an incomplete story. My graduation now helps me complete my story and I have a new look on life. Now when I do want to level up at a job or get more education to help me on my entrepreneur journey, I do not have to worry about crossing those hurdles to get there anymore. I can just go to the next stage. I wish for all of you to take the story you have, just complete it for yourself, and go to your next stage in life. Thank you, congratulations.
Quite the cheering section. Thank you, Tyree, for your inspiring words. Our second student speaker for this evening is Ms. Grayson Boyette.
Throughout this past year, the administration of Sussex Academy I attended had changed for the worse. I needed help. I tried seeking it from the guidance office. However, the administration was too harmful and didn't really care about me and my individual situation. I had been through a mess of social issues for the third year in a row, where I had to start over from the beginning pretty much each year socially. The only thing really keeping me there was the teachers. They were the only ones who tried to help me in my struggling situation. I was tired of having people in my life who didn't care about me, and I knew I had to change that. Now, these experiences have only made me a stronger individual. The first day of my senior year was a turning point in my life. I realized that I needed to change my educational direction after seeing how much the school had changed, how much my individuality as a student there didn't matter, and how hurt and affected by other students I was. I knew after that first day, there was no way I was ever going back. Deciding to change schools at that point was the best decision I could have ever made. I knew I had to find a way to earn my high school diploma, and then I found the Groves program, and it made all of this possible. I found James H. Groves High School since my parents had been taking a lot of time to research different school options, to do homeschooling or something with a traditional graduation, to find anything for me to finish my career education and earn my diploma. And they came across this program in their research. My dad wanted to make sure that we'd have a graduation that I would be able to attend, and it wasn't in like Arizona or something. After we spoke with Ms. Whaley, we knew that this was the better option for me to finish high school and earn my diploma. Upon coming to Groves, I was very worried. I didn't want to attend another public school to have to deal with the same issues. Eventually, I realized that I didn't need to worry about that. The class I took, Composition and Research, was a night Zoom class a couple days a week, which was very flexible for my schedule and transportation. I was very thankful that this program was as flexible as it could be. I feel that a program such as James H. Groves is needed for anyone to be able to continue their education, to obtain their diploma or GED, and eventually move on to a higher education to earn a successful career, regardless of why you came here. I will be thankful for this program for the rest of my life. And this opportunity it has given me to stand up here and talk to you all about my journey. I would like to thank Donna Smith, my composition and research teacher, Mrs. Fisher, and my family, specifically my mom and dad over there, for supporting me and helping me get through all of this, all of my high school years to get to where I am now. I couldn't have finished my senior year without all of you, so thank you. I may be one of the youngest ones in this program, but I believe no matter what age you are, a fresh start and opportunity like Groves has given me and all of us, the opportunity to graduate is worth it and highly deserved. Despite everything I have shared and everything I have been through, the opportunity to make a change in your life and better yourself is still possible. And look at me now, I'm graduating.
Thank you, Grayson. Next, I would like to acknowledge those students who have graduated this year using the CEA3 process, which stands for Certificate of Educational Attainment. It is a Delaware Department of Education certification awarded to students who complete this process. The process includes passing standardized assessments in reading, math, science, and social studies, and writing a social studies or science research paper 4 to 6 pages in length on an approved topic. That paper is read and approved by a panel of DOE state level readers. It is a very rigorous process in which a student can earn up to 10 credits. It is definitely not for the faint of heart. This year, we had a record number of students complete CEA3. We had 36 of our 46 graduates completed a CEA3. I would like to recognize them. When I call your name, please stand, and if you could hold your applause until I've called them all. Grayson Boyette, Glenda Johnson, Daniel Fawcett, Caleb Russell, Stephanie LeBlanc, Addison Bradley, Tyree Nichols, Brooke Davis, Tiana Behrman, Matthew Post, Bailey Shanuski, Madeline Angel, Sarah Farlow, Allison Devonshire, Myrna Sandoval, Kendra Lang, Camilla Chavez, Andrew Joseph, Aaron Adams, Harley Davidson, Jamira Milton, Charlie Tojo, Angelia Dorman, Tamika Smith, Gabriella Webb Donnelly, Melanie Young, Nathaniel Bonwell, Carlos Venegas, Dakota Cheek, Michael Gibbs, Jocelyn Sanchez Pena, Sam Young, Axel Guox Chun, Latoya Wright, Madison Mitchell, and Lenasia Warner. Congratulations to all of you. You may be seated. Last year we had 28 CEA3s, and I thought that was a lot. So we'll see how many we get next year. Before we move on to scholarship presentations, we would like to recognize a student who personifies perseverance and who has been an inspiration to all of us as a lifelong learner. Would Mr. Medford Freshwater please come to the stage? Medford first enrolled with us in 2016 as an adult basic education student. During COVID, he took a break from school, which we all wish we could, and then re-enrolled in 2023 and worked his way through his high school graduation requirements. Medford has also completed our CDLA class and will be taking the driving test soon. He has worked so hard, and today, at age 69, he's receiving his high school diploma. We always cry at Groves graduations. our Groves coordinator and counselor, is going to award this year's scholarships.
Hard to top that. Congratulations, Medford. It was a pleasure to work with you, and all of you. So this is a fun part of the night. We do have some scholarship money that's available for our students to take with them for their next steps, because this is not the end. This is a door that's open for them that was not open before. Thank you, Mrs. Whaley, for announcing me. Our first scholarship is the State Director of Adult Education Scholarship, established for students who wish to pursue a post-secondary education. I would ask Ms. Maureen Whalen, State Director of Audit and Prison Resources, to join me for the presentation of this scholarship. Our first recipient of the evening is someone who entered our program for our spring semester, concerned that her current high school was not a good place for her to finish her credits due to bullying. This student needed 6 more credits to earn her diploma. And she could do this with completing her Algebra 2 class and our CEA 3 writing class. As you can tell, she jumped in full force, even attending more than 2 nights per week to finish her Algebra 2, and is now a graduate. She's going to take her diploma on to her next step in attending Delaware Tech to study to become a neonatal nurse. We are proud to say that the $200 State Director's Scholarship is awarded to Madeline Angel. Congratulations, Madeline. This year, we are so honored to have one of our students who's being awarded a statewide scholarship for the Adult Educator of the Year. The best of all the statewide programs are eligible for this scholarship, but only one student is chosen. We are so fortunate this year that we have the Adult Educator of the Year right here on our staff, and would like for Tony Perez to come up to help me present this scholarship. Congratulations, Tony. The recipient of this scholarship has already been accepted to and enrolled into Salisbury University and would like to study creative writing. She is also our student with the highest GPA at 3.86. You have already heard her story tonight, and we are proud to say that the winner of the $500 Adult Educator of the Year Scholarship is Grayson Boyette. Congratulations. Thank you, Tony. I will now ask Shantae Harmon, Oasis State Team Leader, to help me with the presentation of the next scholarship. One of the largest adult student organizations in the country is Oasis. The scholarship they award is intended to recognize a student who has demonstrated leadership and wishes to pursue learning beyond high school achievement. The recipient of the Oasis Scholarship has plans to attend Delaware Tech to study criminal justice. She was able to successfully juggle her academic classes, working a job, and raising her daughter. Our $200 Oasis Scholarship for the class of 2025 is awarded to Anshanae Jackson. Congratulations. Thank you. Would Mr. Dan Cook please come join me on the stage for the presentation of our next scholarship? In 1989, a wonderful, courageous woman graduated from the Sussex Center of James H. Groves Adult High School at the tender age of 79. She beat you, Medford. Ethel Cook brought new meaning to the belief that learning truly is a lifelong process. Her family started the Ethel Cook Memorial Scholarship Fund in her honor, and through their generosity, we will be able to award a $1,000 scholarship this evening. We do believe the recipient of this award has a love of learning and will continue to learn as her world expands. We will not be surprised if this recipient writes and publishes her own novel one day. An Ethel Cook scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is awarded to Grayson Boyette. At this time, I would ask Ms. Kelly Whaley, Director of Adult Education, to join me at the podium. This next set of scholarships are issued from Sussex Tech Adult Division. The recipient of a $500 scholarship award is to be used toward any career training or college education. Our first recipient is interested in enrolling in Sussex Tech Adult Education CDL program. He joined our program after feeling his home high school just wasn't the right fit to complete his diploma, and he knew he wanted to enroll in a trade. The recipient of a $500 scholarship is Andrew Joseph. Congratulations. Our second recipient of the Adult Division Scholarship wants to attend Sussex Tech Adult Ed's HVAC program to become an apprentice and switch jobs from his current employer and start working HVAC. The recipient of a $500 scholarship is Michael Gibbs. Congratulations, Michael. Finally, the third recipient of our Adult Division Scholarship is someone we already heard from tonight. You heard how he wants to be a role model for his family and his community, and ultimately, he would love to possibly switch jobs in the future and learn a trade, possibly as a heavy equipment operator. The recipient of a $500 scholarship is Tyree Nichols. Every year, the Sussex Tech Adult Division awards a scholarship in honor of past principals of the James H. Groves High School at Sussex Tech. This scholarship was started to aid graduates interested in earning in certificate programs here through Sussex Tech Adult Division. This $500 scholarship may be used towards any of our Adult Division programs. The recipient of this award has shown great perseverance and determination to earn her degree.
She has doubted herself many times along the way and has started and stopped as her doubt in her ability to finish overshadowed her desire for her education. The important lesson to take from this is that she never gave up and kept coming back. First attempting our GED program and then switching to our diploma program and completing her education. This award winner is planning on becoming a phlebotomist through Sussex Tech Adult Education Program, and I know she knows there is no doubt that she can achieve that. The recipient of this past principal scholarship is Tamika Smith. Our next award is the Principal's Scholarship. Being an educator for some individuals is an innate ability. The way that you present yourself and interact with individuals speaks volumes, regardless if that interaction is with a student or an adult. Our program was honored to have the opportunity to work with an individual that was not only a coordinator, but a mentor, a coach, a friend, an advocate, a leader, and above all, an active listener. Mr. Bob Powell was just this person. His passion for helping individuals shined in his work through education and within the fire service. He was always willing to go above and beyond, especially for students. His dedication for education spanned from 1975 until the spring of 2020. He was an inspiration to young leaders in all stages of their careers. He also held an active role in the Delaware State Volunteer Fire Association Scholarship Committee in his local fire company. Mr. Bob Powell was a husband, father, grandfather, friend, mentor, and educator who had a positive effect on the lives of all those that he came in contact with. Sadly, Mr. Powell passed away on January 17, 2022. In his honor, we have chosen a graduate who has worked hard to complete her high school education. She had to work through some tough life decisions and has decided that her education doesn't end with her high school diploma. Needing to earn 4.5 credits this year, she focused on her work and did the CEA 3 paper, all while taking Spanish 2 and health. She has hopes of applying to Delaware State University and studying nursing or becoming a teacher. But whatever she chooses, she will accomplish her goal. The recipient of the $500 Principal Scholarship given in the memory of Mr. Bob Powell is Sam Young. Congratulations. As a counselor and a Groves coordinator, I am fortunate to meet each and every one of these graduates personally in the beginning of the year and sometimes beyond, because I have been their teacher, some of them, before. And each of them are very, very special, and they all have such amazing stories to hear. And I think I've learned more from them than they have ever learned from me, that's for sure. But we are proud to announce that each student in the class of 2025 is a scholarship award recipient. Each member of the class will receive a $100 scholarship awarded to use towards any career training or college education, because your education does not stop here. This information will be included in the packet that you'll get at the end with your diploma. Congratulations. Ms. Bailey?
Thank you, Donna. As we prepare for the moment that our graduates have been waiting for, I ask that Mrs. Maureen Whalen, Dr. Carson, and Mr. Brittingham please come and stand in center front. Members of the Sussex Tech Administration, School Board, distinguished platform guests, families, and friends, may I present to you those students who have successfully completed the requirements for high school graduation as established by the state of Delaware. With the first row of the class of 2025, please rise and come forward to receive your diploma. Madeline Grace Angel. Carlos J. Vanegas Cruz. Tiana Behrman.
Congratulations. Proud of you.
Nate S. Bonwell.
Great. Congratulations. Proud of you.
Michael Borland Jr. Grayson Marie Boyette. Addison Bradley. Dakota Cheek. Bailey Shanuski. Harley Ann Davidson. Brooke Davis. Allison Elizabeth Devonshire. Angelia Sade Dorman. Jeffrey W. Elliott Jr. Sarah Farlow.
You made it, Sarah. Congratulations.
Michelle Lynn Felmley. Sierra Grace Fly.
Hey, Sierra. Nice job. Congratulations.
Medford L. Freshwater.
Very proud of you, man.
Michael Gibbs Jr.
Good job, Michael. I'm very proud of you. Good work.
Anshanae Unique Jackson. Glenda L. Johnson.
Congratulations to you. Very proud of you. Nice one. Good for you.
James Johnson.
Nice work, James. Good for you. Yeah, there you go.
Andrew Joseph.
Congratulations, son. Good work.
Kendra Lang.
Proud of you. Nice work.
Stephanie Marie LeBlanc.
Hey, Stephanie. Congratulations to you. Very proud of you. Nice work.
Jamira Monique Milton. Madison Mitchell. Tyree Levine Nichols. Matthew Post.
Matthew, congratulations. Get a picture? There you go. Nice job. Thank you.
Caleb S. Russell.
Nice work, Caleb. Proud of you. Good for you.
Jocelyn Sanchez Pena. Myrna Sandoval.
Congratulations. Very proud of you. Nice work.
Tamika P. Smith.
Congratulations. Very proud of you.
Noah David Stiles.
Mr. Stiles, congratulations. Very proud of you.
Lanasia Warner.
Congratulations. Very proud of you. We get a picture.
Nakia Warren.
Congratulations, Dave. Nice job. We get a picture. Very proud of you.
Gabriella Webb Donnelly.
Nice job.
Latoya Wright.
Hi, my friend. Congratulations, Dave. Thanks for it. Good for you.
Sam Young.
Hey, Sam. Nice job. Proud of you.
Melanie Jamira Young.
Congratulations to you. Very proud of you. All good? Great job.
Class of 2025, please stand. I declare these members High School. You may move your tassels. Congratulations again. Your Sussex Tech Adult Education family is very proud of you. 85% of you told us that you're going to continue your education either in college or some kind of post-secondary training. 6% of you are going to enlist in the military, and 9% of you are going to join the workforce, either continue your current job or you're getting a promotion for a better job. So we're very, very proud of you. Remember that your high school diploma is not the end of your educational journey. I encourage all of you to be lifelong learners. It's never too late to go back to school, to learn new skills, to further your career, or to start a new one. Many of you have overcome tremendous barriers to get where you are today, and I'm confident that that same grit and perseverance will take you as far as you want to go. I thank each of you for coming this evening. Graduates will be picking up their documents and joining you outside the lobby in just a few minutes, and we will be serving refreshments. Everyone please rise and remain at your seats until the graduates and platform guests have departed the gym. Thank you very much.